Mike, what do you think's gonna happen?
Stuff's gonna die.
Stuff's gonna die.
Yeah. That's usually my plan with corn. It's just run forward
And
smash things in the face, and if it dies, it dies.
Okay. So this is my third game of 8th edition. Third and a half, because there's like a little weird mini game. But basically my third main real game. So I've only used stratagems once, so I'm like I know there's really useful stratagems in the Space Marine Codex, but I'm not that familiar with them. So I need to try to remember them, because there's really good stuff in there.
There is.
Yeah, so I need to try to remember those. It's my first game with Legion of the Damned, who were awesome in the last edition, but I don't know how they'll do yet. We'll see. Terminators have done great, so I'm happy with them. This is now normally in the last edition I'd take Lysander because he was amazing, but I've had a hard time getting him into combat, so I'm just taking a captain. So I have no idea how my army's gonna do without Lysander, because I'm so used to him being there. But I'm trying just a regular captain with the armor and Indomitus, which is like a better power armor. So what is the point of what is the strength of the point of your army? What are you trying to do? Is there something new you're trying?
No, I'm just trying to get into combat and see what gets there. Berserkers are absolutely terrifying once they get to combat.
I'm terrified.
And I'm equally scared of your Terminators, but I think I have enough Berserkers to drown them in volume of dice alone.
Yeah.
And then Karn is...
Karn. So I only have one Devastator squad, so I'm curious how, I know you have a Land Raider, and I'm curious how my one Devastator squad is going to do against the Land Raider. I think I need...
Do some damage.
If I get really lucky, I can weaken it first turn, probably not blow it up, but I think I'd have to get pretty lucky.
We'll see.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Is there anything else you're thinking, worried about with my army, or?
The Terminators scare me. There's just 10 of them. That's a lot.
It's a lot of Terminators.
Terminators scare me.
Terminators. All right. So, Mike, why don't you tell us what you have going from left to right?
Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Berserkers.
8 of them.
8 Berserkers.
Cool.
Karn, Exalted Champion, Demon Prince with wings, Helldrake, 8 more Berserkers, 8 more Berserkers.
Wait, what do the bikes have?
Melta.
Sweet.
All the Berserkers have Chain Axe and Chainsword.
Mm-hmm.
Land Raider. It's a Land Raider. Cultists, there's a mix of auto guns and close combat weapons. There's 1 Flamer and then 20 Bloodletters.
Cool. And then I have Tactical Squad, 10 of them, and a Rhino. Sergeant has a Power Fist, Grav Cannon, and Flamer, I believe. Wherever he's hiding. Right there. And then we have Contemptor Dreadnought with Multi-Melta. Captain, who's probably going to have the that artifact, the Armor and Indomitus. 5-man Tactical Squad with Sergeant with Grav Pistol and a Grav Gun and a Rhino. Another 5-man Tactical Squad with Lass Cannon. We've got a Dreadnought with Twin Lass and Missile Launcher. Thunderfire Cannon with a Tech Marine, of course. Devastator Squad, we have a bit of everything in here. We got 2 Missile Launchers, a Lass Cannon, and a Grav Cannon, and the Armorium Cherub. A giant 10-man Terminator Squad, 5 with Lightning Claws, 5 with Thunderhammer Storm Shields. And lastly, an auxiliary choice of Legion of the Damned. So, what is our mission today, Mike? So, deployments, okay, long ways.
Taken hold. At the end of the player's turn, they score 1 victory point for each objective marker they control. If the objective was also controlled by the player at the end of the last turn, they also score 3 points instead. Ooh. The player with the most victory points at the end of the 5th battle round is the winner.
And how many objective markers is that? 6 then,
6.
probably? Cool, okay. Twist.
The twist. Add 2 to the move characteristic for all models, and add 1 to the advance rolls and charges.
Ooh.
Yes, corn!
Oh, I'm scared of that. All right, and then
Patrick gets his ruse card
because I have fewer points. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. Huh. Whoa, that could be cool. Cool. All right. Deployment is done. Imperial Fists have Terminator Squad, Contemptor, and a 10-man Tactical Squad on the front lines against all of this. Helldrake, Bikes, Demon Prince, Land Raider with Karn and an Exalted Champion, and Berserkers, and there's Berserkers hidden behind that building, and Cultists in the back guarding their one objective. So I've got all my stuff up here. Devastator Squad, Tactical Squad, Terminator, Dreadnought, Thunderfire hiding in the corner, and a tiny 5-man Tactical Squad. But there's a crazy ruse! It's not that crazy, actually. It's not that great. But at the end of deployment, but before the first battle round, I'm going to move 3 units and move them so they're more than 12 inches away and they're not in your deployment zone. So, do that quick. So we're back after my super secret ambush, my ruse card. So I put a small tactical squad up here, which would make them hard to assault because you have to climb the whole darn tower. I moved the tactical squad that was on the front lines way over here, so just outside of his deployment zone and more than 12 inches away from him. So I'm going to try to threaten those cultists. I moved the Terminators back off the front line, and I left the Contemptor out to dry. I hope he's fine, but he might not be. You go... we roll off, and you get a +1.
No, I go first.
You go first.
You get to seize.
I get to seize. All right, why don't... let's go for it.
Please God, no.
Ah!
Thank you. Praise Corn.
Hold on. Command point! It's just a great way to start the game. Ah!
Oh, yes.
No, all right, you get first turn.
Wasted one.
Movement is done, so Bikes advanced. With the extra movement, they're basically right at my front door. Demon Prince, he advanced, but he has the Talisman of Burning Blood, which lets him charge afterwards, so that's going to be a 6-inch charge later. Land Raider didn't advance, but Land Raider moved, Rana moved. Helldrake moved up here. I'm pretty sure he's going to Bale Flamer these guys, the Devastators. He's going to try to charge these guys up here with his butt. And then these Berserkers... they are hiding behind the building, but I imagine they want to take out that Rhino in a future turn. So, let's start shooting.
I'll probably go through the Bikes on the...
Let's do it. Bikes on the Contemptor.
The 2 Meltas and the Combi Melta from the Sergeant Champion Duder.
Okay.
So, hitting on 4s because I advanced.
Because you advanced, alright. And they're all assault weapons?
Yes.
Sweet.
Lovely. Demon Prince, reroll 1s.
Nice.
Nope, 1 hit.
Alright.
Okay, toughness on a Contemptor is...
I believe it's 8. I can check in a second, but...
No, that's not going to do it
okay.
anyways, so...
Meltaguns, right?
Yeah.
What? That was them?
That was it.
Oh, that was the Meltaguns. Okay, alright.
That was great start to the game.
Alright, keep going. So, shooting phase for the World Eaters is done. Mike was able to ping one of the Devastator Sergeant off with the Helldrake, right? Helldrake killed one, the Devastator Sergeant.
Heavy Bolters killed it.
The Heavy Bolters did, alright. And the one last cannon got through and dealt 5 damage to my Dreadnought. I think that's about it. Let's roll charge distances. What do you got?
Alright, Demon Prince, charging the Contemptor.
Needs a 6. Oh, God.
He made it.
Alright, so Demon Prince is going to make it. I will get Overwatch in a second, and let's just do the...
he also needs a 6. Well, needs a 5, technically. Which he makes it.
Alright. Alright, so I thought we recorded the first assault. Go ahead. So wait, he gets 8 attacks?
8 attacks.
So 4 base.
I'm deciding if I want to use a stratagem or not.
Okay.
To wound him on 3s.
Overwatch failed, by the way.
Yeah, we'll use Veterans of the Long War to give me +1 to my wounds. So
+1 to your wounds, alright.
Hitting him on 3s,
so hitting him on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s with Demon Prince, and then wounding on 3s.
Alright, let's go for it.
1 miss with a reroll. Everything hit.
Good.
Wounding on 3s. Okay. So that is 6.
And how much damage does each of them do? Just
2 each.
They will do 2 each, so that will...
2 each at a -2, I believe. Yeah, -2 damage.
Alright, so can I use yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so we get here. Yeah! 5 plus, I make 2. So 4 go through, that's 8 damage.
6, 8.
Alright. Okay, so it's the bottom of my turn. So Dreadnought has moved up a little bit to be in the Captain's aura. Captain moved to the top of the building. The Terminators moved over here. I thought about charging the Demon Prince because he's down to 3 wounds. Sorry, 5. Sorry, down to 5. So I'm pretty sure they could kill the Demon Prince, but then Karn and the Berserkers would definitely slaughter them. So the Contemptor moved back an inch, basically to do nothing. These guys moved away an inch. And the Rhino moved behind that building to sort of move around this giant structure, and we'll see what the Berserkers that are behind this building do. And that's my movement phase. Alright, so Imperial Fists just finished shooting. So Dreadnought took out the Demon Prince with the last cannon. I used this command point to re-roll the 1 damage into a 5 damage, taking out the Demon Prince. The Devastators dealt 7 wounds, something like that, to the Land Raider. And like 8 wounds to the Land Raider, so he's slower. Contemptor, nothing. Terminator's nothing. Thunderfire, I used the special stratagem. It was 1 point to make these guys move a lot slower, and it also killed 3 of them, so that was good. And yeah, and I killed a couple bikes with my Devastators or something. So not a bad turn for shooting. No assaults. I think you have a morale test on that guy, or is he?
No, I don't think he would.
No, he's good. And you rolled a 3 anyway, so you're basically done then, right? Yeah. Cool. All right, so on to turn 2 for the World Eaters. All right, so movement is done for the World Eaters. So Helldrake is over here, probably trying to, I'm assuming, going to try to charge the Devastators. Land Raider is lining up sights on the Dreadnought, I think. Corn Berserkers moved up. Both the Lords are hiding in the Land Raider so far, and you are within exactly 6 inches for that Meltagun shot. And I think those guys moved a little bit. Oh, they just hit?
No, they just stand there.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what to do with them.
They're hanging out. All right, cool. And Cultists are still there, and you have the lead with 2 victory points. So, Mike, why don't you roll that Meltagun shot? Moving into shooting phase.
So I can miss.
Yeah.
Oh, hits.
Hits. All right.
Right.
Strength 8 on toughness 7. You're going to need 3.
3. Got 4 command points left.
Choices.
No, we'll just go with the 3.
All right.
Nope. That's
Ooh.
me. Fuck it. Command point.
Command point. All right. Oh my God! Was that a double 1?
Yeah.
All right. All right, and we'll be back after the end of the shooting phase. So, Mike, tell us what just happened in that shooting phase.
Not a damn thing.
Okay,
Last
so
cannon shot here.
double
didn't
ones.
Hit. This
Double
last
ones.
cannon shot
It hits.
hit. Double 1s for the wounds. Heavy bolters shot the Devastators.
I rolled armor saves.
He made good saves.
Yep.
Helldrake flamed then, only got 3 hits, made all of his armor saves. So
Yep.
my dice hate me.
Your dice, yes, off to it, and not
Off to
bad.
yeah.
Turn 2, terrible shooting phase onto assaults.
Hey, I scored 3 points at least.
3 points. All right.
Well,
All right. Assault phase was better. So,
better.
yeah, it was better. You tied up 2 squads, so the tactical squad and the Devastators. So you charged up. I got a couple hits with my Graph Cannon, but couldn't do any wounds. I'm not entirely sure how charges work, but I think you should be able. Yeah, you should be able to get both of them. Basically, place them there, and then they should be able to attack. So yeah, for this game, we're just going to say that you can do basically assault both squads at the same time, but they're both tied up. I did 1 wound. You dealt a save to me, and I saved it. So, on to my turn. All right, so Imperial Fists are done moving. So Terminators are going to go move. They've moved up here. I moved up a Rhino a little bit. He's going to try to get a shot off on the lone biker. Both of these squads fell back. One of them moved down just to have one guy within 3 inches of that objective, so I hold it. I don't know what I'm going to do about that darn Helldrake. He keeps assaulting me, and it's annoying. Contemptor's still alive, so he's going to probably charge the Land Raider and try to shoot that guy. And so the Legion of the Damned came down. And I need to double check the rules because I haven't used them yet, but I believe they have rules to let me ignore cover. And the Rhino zoomed all the way around here. There are some Corn Berserkers that can give me some hell, but I think I should be able to clear out a good chunk of those cultists. So on to shooting. Alright, so Imperial Fists just finished up shooting. So I was able to do a couple wounds to the Land Raider. I actually hit with all the last cannons and the missile launcher here, but he saved the 2 last cannons, so that was good. He totally whiffed. All these guys whiffed. The captain was able to shoot the Helldrake and put a wound on him, which is kind of silly. These guys, I think they totally whiffed, right? I think they shot, yep. The bike is still alive, even after I shot some stuff in him. Over here, at least something was done. All the special weapons missed, and then I was able to kill 7 of them with bolt guns. I think he wasn't able to shoot. And then lastly, the Thunderfire killed 2 or 3? Killed 2 Berserkers, so there's only 3 left. So, and I used the command point, so they I have half movement, half advance, and half charge distance next turn. So you have a morale test on them. Technically, at the end of the phase, we'll just do it now.
3 plus 7 is 10. Leadership of 6. So 4 more guys.
Wow, that's like the first time that morale's done a thing for me in any of my games. So wow, having a weak morale and then losing that many guys to bolters. All right, so on to assaults. I'll just do this here, Mike, on camera. So where's my dice? So Terminators are going to charge this right now. Now, as far as I can tell, as long as you like try to move closer, so like if this guy moves in base, then this guy can as long as he moves closer to the model, he could surround it. That seems really dumb and shitty, so I'm not going to do that. But if I did do it, I think I could blow up the Rhino and kill everyone inside. So let me know if that's possible or not. But I'll go ahead and roll this. 6, yeah. So we're definitely going to be in base, and I will follow up after assault. So assault was interesting. So the Terminators charged and knocked off every wound but 1. I don't know what's going to happen when they try to disembark because they can't run away. I kind of surrounded it a little bit. Contemptor completely whiffed. You actually hit with 1 last cannon when I charged
never even
in.
did my attacks with the Land
Oh, you did. Don't forget your attacks with the Land Raider. Let's go ahead and do them now. But the Contemptor completely whiffed. A Land Raider hit him in Overwatch but didn't wound. And then... Yeah, nothing happened here. So, D6 attacks.
6.
Hey! Wow, that's
3,
hilarious.
4, 5, 6. Probably hitting on 6s. Yep, hitting on 6s. Nope.
Alright, so on to your turn. Okay, so World Leaders are done moving. So the Rhino opened up everything, so that's Karn. Oh, sorry, the land. That's what I was looking at. Can't you read? Can't you see what I'm looking at? All right, so the Land Raider ejected everything. So Karn, a champion, and then the squad of Berserkers here. These guys are still stuck inside because we couldn't find a way to get them out. He's lining up to get another assault at the squad on the building, and these guys finally came out. He doesn't think they'll be able to make it there. Probably not if I shoot at them, but on to shooting. You want to start with one thing, Mike?
Helldrake.
Helldrake.
Shooting at the Devastators.
Go for it.
D6 shot hits. 6.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
3.
That's not good.
3.
Warriors.
Minus.
And -1 + 1, so 3s. Right, or is it still -1, right?
It wouldn't matter, so just 1.
Okay, so 1 dies. All right, cool. So that's the start, and we'll come back after shooting. So we realized after turning off the camera, you rolled 1 more die. The Melt-A-Gun missed, and that's it, right? Because the Land Raider's in close combat, or with a Contemptor. He shot. Yep. All right, on to assaults. So what are you going to assault with first?
Helldrake. No, not Helldrake. I don't know. Berserkers are going to assault the Terminators.
All right.
So, hey, look, I didn't fail.
Yep, 7, yeah. All right, so we'll come back after the assault phase. Close combat ended, and World Leaders did a lot of work. That 10-man Terminator squad turned into an 8-man Terminator squad. And I was hoping I'd be able to blow up the Rhino and kill everyone inside, but it does not look like I'll be able to do that. There's only 2 guys left. Nothing much happened to the Helldrake and the bike. I don't think they killed anyone. So, yeah, you've taken out the biggest target so far.
I feel a little better, because there's 8 more Berserkers in that Rhino.
There's 8 more Berserkers. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so these guys fell back a little bit, so most of the squad's up there, and then that little guy's there just so I can grab a hold of the objective. Devastators can shoot this turn. I think this Dreadnought is going to shoot that Land Raider, but these guys, they might shoot the Land Raider, but this objective is basically lost. I think I can hold it 1 more turn, but with all these Berserkers and another squad of Berserkers in the Rhino, it's going to drop. I'm hoping I can just take over his objective. So these guys jumped out of the Rhino. They're going to hopefully kill the Berserkers. These guys are hopefully going to kill the last cultists, and the Rhino should be within 3 inches of the objective, so I could claim it if they all die. So we will see what happens. All right, we're going to start with what went well. Legion of the Damned, admirable. They took those guys off the objective, and these guys killed the last 3 Berserkers just barely, but they did it. Thunderfire, another performer, killed the little bike that was over there. Everyone else did nothing. So this guy completely missed or did not wound. The Devastator squad shot the Land Raider, and they hit Mike rolled double 6s for his last cannon saves, which is what he needed to roll. There's only a total of 5 wounds left. This guy shoots, hits, wounds, gets through. I dealt 3 damage to him, and I'm going to use a command point. My last command point, sorry, I'm moving the camera, so I have a 1 in 3 chance. 1 in 3 chance of doing, oh thanks, 1 in 3 chance of doing worse, and a 1 in 3 chance of doing better. So, last command point, I need to get a 5. Ah! Ah! Alright, it's better, but he's down to 1 wound. Alright. Alright, so we just finished assaults, and you can see that the Terminators are no more. There is a mob of Berserkers on the objective, and one tactical thing that I did wrong, let's even assume that the Terminators didn't die. There was a Rhino here, and I blew it up, which I was thinking, cool, I'll get to kill something before I die. And then this front squad of Berserkers, they piled out, their objective secured, so I actually, even before everyone else killed the Berserkers and moved away from them, I actually already lost the objective, so that was a dumb tactical thing on my part. I don't think it would have made too much of a difference now, but at the end of my turn, I get 0 points for that one, but I do get 1 point for that one. So what is it now?
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, 3 inches.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
So what am I at then?
So you get 1,
5
so you're at 5.
5 to 8. All right, so Mike, it is your turn. All right, so turn 4 movement is done. Berserkers have totally surrounded this unit. Karn is getting ready to charge that Dreadnought. Helldrake, not ran away, is coming over here to try to harass my Legion of the Damned and the tactical squad over there. So we'll see what the Helldrake does next turn. And can't forget this lord here summoned those demons. So that's about half of your demons? About half? Cool. So a little bit more are kind of going to come in. And now, some shooting. Why don't you roll some shooting? Got some pistols?
No.
Oh. What do you got?
Pistols,
What do you
that's
got?
cute. Helldrake.
Helldrake!
Let's see if he does something. Helldrake on the tactical squads.
Okay.
D6 hits.
The tactical squad in the building?
Yep, 4 hits.
Nice.
For 3s. Oop, 3. 3 armor saves.
3 armor saves. Where's my dice? There they are. 3 armor saves.
Hey, look at that 1.
Bink. Alright, so we'll take off 1, and we'll keep going, and we'll post after the shooting. Alright, there was not much shooting because World Eaters, but so the Land Raider basically missed. I think I made 1 save, 6+ save, right? Alright, so he actually hit a little bit. I made my 1 6+ save on the Dreadnought. Karn, who's supercharged, well, he has to supercharge his plasma pistol. He dealt 2 wounds, I'm down to 1, and that's about it. And now, assaulting, good God, we'll see what happens. Alright, assault phase is done. It was not great. Karn blew up the Dreadnought. At least the Dreadnought blew up and dealt 1 wound to Karn. These Berserkers wiped off the squad there, and these Bloodletters, they rolled exactly what they needed to get into base contact, and then they dealt 4 wounds. There were only 3 guys, so killed all of them. Alright, turn...
And I scored...
And you scored...
Because I had that one last turn.
Not your last player turn.
Didn't I? No, you're right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
just
score 1.
So 9.
So, but it's 9 to 5. Alright, so my turn. So there aren't too many things left to move, so those guys are still up there. I moved the Rhino over here so it can get an objective that turn. This, so I should be able to hold this objective, but I don't know, like, I still don't know how to kill the darn Helldrake, or how to do that. I have a couple of heavy weapons, but not a ton, so I think I'm just going to have to hold on and fight that Helldrake for that objective. Otherwise I definitely lose this game.
He can't contest it.
Oh, he's a flyer. So if he killed everyone, so if he could, which is, I mean, he's, yeah, no, okay, but if he could kill everyone, then that would be it.
Yeah.
Ah, but he's a flyer.
Because you'll score 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll tie it at the end of this turn.
Ah, all right, so let's see what happens. So we took everything on the, is there anything else, Mike? You're just dancing. All right, cool. So basically shot everything at the Helldrake. So we actually forgot it heals 1 wound at the start of your turn. So we basically put him back up to full strength. And then I was able to knock down 4 wounds, basically? Or 5 wounds?
5 wounds.
I was able to knock down 5 wounds from grav cannon and a couple of bolters, which is actually pretty good, I think. And then I think the Thunderfire cannon, which has been hiding out all game, was able to kill a couple Bloodletters, and it killed another, like, 2 Bloodletters from here. And these guys killed the Land Raider, thank God. So it took me 4 turns of shooting, but the Devastators finally took out that Land Raider. So that's something. So I have a chance of tying this game. I don't think I have a chance of winning it. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
You get assault.
I could assault. I will pass. It is
Assault
now
with your captain, you
It is your
coward.
turn. Alright, so movement is done. So these guys moved down from the top of the building. That lord right there summoned a whole nother squad. That's all the demons are now on the board. So they're now controlling that objective. That might spell my doom. Harassment Drake, as we're calling him, is over here. He's going to try to do some damage. And of course, these guys are all the way over here, and they are going to crush and annihilate the Devastators. So you have, since as world leaders, you have what, 3 things to shoot? What do you got?
So, Karn,
Karn.
shooting at the Devastators.
He's up on the second floor there. Cool.
Hits.
Hits. What is it?
4.
Ah.
It's a wound.
Okay, now hold on. And I get nothing, right? It's -3.
It's a -3.
So I get +1 because I'm in cover, and I get...
0.
So it's a 2, can't do math, it's a 5.
5.
Nope, okay, so 1 dice. Alright, what else you got? Actually, I'll take off the missile launcher.
Well, he's now going to shoot your captain.
Go for it. Oh, nice.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Oh, nope, he's not a lord. He's a
Okay,
champion.
and
Harassment Drake.
Harassment Drake. What's he
D6
got?
hits. 2.
Okay.
I'm going to use my last command point on that. Watch it be a 1. Oh, 4.
All right. Bonus 2 hits.
Onto the
Legionnaires.
Legion of the Damned.
Yep.
There you go. 3.
3 armor saves. Do you want to use yours? Since
Go ahead.
3 or 4?
4. Sorry.
Okay. So, just like I'm either looking wrong
We
or
can't count or do math.
1 dice
1.
because they have invulnerable saves.
Oh.
Yep. Cool. All right. So on to assaults. So, close combat is done. These guys have been wiped out. Although Karn did help me. He killed 4 berserkers when he was activated twice. So that was good. These guys, I think they were there in the movement phase, but so they're still sitting there. They will capture the objective because there's more of them, right? Cool. So I wish that Rhino's objective secured, but it is not. This guy came over here. He killed 1, and I dealt 1 wound. So I'll probably fall back and shoot him with a whole bunch of other stuff. And
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then you get 4 points. Okay, so it is now 13 to 9. So on my phase, I don't think because I can get 3 points there by holding that, but I cannot.
You gotta wipe me off.
But I'd have to wipe him off, and that's just not possible. So I think you're gonna have this. But let's go ahead and see what happens. My turn. All right, so it is 13 to 9, and we've come up with a way for me to possibly tie. So this guy, the Rhino, has to stay there. This Rhino, who is over here, has moved up, so we're going to take some shots in. The Thunderfire has to roll well so that he can shoot everything there. And then I found out there is a tiny door here, and these Imperial Fists can see the little blood letters through the door. And because tactical squads are good and they love arrows, I made them into an arrow. So we will see what can happen. I think that's almost the entire squad, except for the Flamer and the Captain can shoot. So there is a chance. So let's see what happens.
There's a chance.
So if I kill every bloodletter, now what happens if we tie? If it's 1-1, do I still control it?
If it's 1-1, we tie it.
If so, it's 1-1, I lose.
If it's 1-1, yes.
I need to kill every single
If I roll
bloodletter.
a 1 in my morale phase, I get D6 bloodletters back though.
All right, so let's see.
I have no command points left.
I have no command points left either. So let's see what happens after shooting. That is game. I can't believe that happened.
It was a close game.
It was really close. So like the Thunderfire, he underperformed a little bit. Tactical Marines killed 1 or 2. And then this guy killed 1 or 2. And then the Thunderfire killed 1 or 2. And I had 1 Rhino left, and he didn't have to shoot, but just barely killed him. And we read the rule, and it said, if you controlled it on your last turn, you get 3 points. So even though you controlled it on your last turn, I still got 3. So that will be 15 to 13. So
yeah, 1, 2, you get 6 points. So 15. Yep, 15. 15.
A slight win for the Imperial Fists. With that still the Helldrake's still around. I have 1 tactical squad left, but I have all of this death and destruction heading my way. So technically a win, but I don't know how much longer they would last. So let's wrap up. Go. What was your take?
Berserkers are disgusting.
They're disgusting. They're so good.
I killed more of my own berserkers than you did.
I killed 8.
Oh no,
Thunderfire.
that's right. Yeah.
I killed 8 with
Karn killed 4 of his own guys.
Karn killed 4 of his own on the end. At the end of the game, we just started taking off this, like you assaulted the 5-man squad of tacticals.
Yeah.
Just remove them. Not even a roll.
It's a waste of dice time.
Karn is amazing. I love Karn plus your Lord or plus your Aspiring Champion, who gives them the reroll. So Karn gives them +1 or reroll 1s.
If I'm not a wimp, and
if you're not a wimp,
which I was until that last turn.
But the champion gives them reroll wounds. So you're rerolling like 30 attacks, hits and wounds. They just kill everything.
Yeah, they murder. I still have yet to see something that they don't kill.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah.
What was so the Hell Drake? Can we like what is
the harassment
point?
Drake?
It is a harassment. So
did no damage whatsoever.
It killed 1 or 2 Marines throughout the entire game, but I think every single turn on the board it made 1 unit not shoot.
Yep.
Like every single turn.
At least.
And I think for that reason, it's even though it literally did, it killed let's say 4 Marines all game. I think it's still worth it, don't you?
Yeah.
Your bikers, those missed. They missed and they missed and they missed.
Just not feeling it. They wanted to be in combat. They didn't want to shoot.
With a bit of luck, the bikers could be much better.
They had plenty of targets that could have done a lot. They had shots at the Contemptor, could have done a lot of damage to him.
Yep.
They had shots at the Dreadnought, or one remaining guy had a single shot at the Dreadnought. Could have. Meltaguns, yeah, that was just.
Okay, so
that was just bad rolling.
That was bad rolling on them. Yeah.
Something should have happened.
What about the Land Raider?
Tough as nails.
Tough as nails.
Didn't do any damage output really, but
no,
yeah, it was just hard to kill. And that's what it's been like for every game I've used it. It refuses to go down, and it's a giant threat that has to be dealt with. And to put Berserkers and Karn and a champion in it, it's a giant juicy target you have to deal with.
You have to deal with it. But even, I had to deal with it because first of all, it's 4 last cannons. Like I need to take it out. And it took me 4 turns with a Devastator squad and another squad and the Dreadnought. I think you basically, those 3 units shot at him for 4 turns until he died. So I think it's worth it.
It was great.
Okay. How do you deal with vehicles? Because you just charge them? Because I need more anti-tank, right? Or I think I do.
My experience so far has been las cannons. I usually run Hellbrutes with las cannons and missile launchers, and the Land Raider I've used quite a bit. Las cannons seem to be the go-to from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I've dealt with it. Otherwise, if a Khorne Berserker squad gets in there, it's gonna chew it up. Especially if I have the buffs from Vets of the Long War and the Exalted Champion, or even like the Lord giving him a buff, or a Dark Apostle.
So what do you think of the Legion of the Damned?
They picked on cultists. It was hard to get a read on them. They killed cultists, which wasn't a surprise to me.
Yeah, it's the first, but I think so. When there's something weak in a backfield, they're great because they just drop down, they ignore cover, so it makes it slightly easier to kill things, and they have a Meltagun and a multi-melta. I actually, after this game, I kind of like them. Like if someone leaves scouts in the backfield that get +2 to cover, blow them away.
What would you think about maybe a squad of Stern Guard instead?
And like a drop pod?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at Stern Guard. I need to look at them this edition. But I like this.
Or a Shooty Terminator squad.
Yeah, Shooty Terminator that just deep strikes in. I imagine that would get be a lot more valuable. Yeah, I imagine that. I need to look into that.
Harder to kill.
And a lot harder to kill. Although the darn it, the Legion of the Damned, they have a 3+ invulnerable, which is really nice. So you were shooting him, you're flaming him, and he's like -1. Doesn't matter. What about Tactical Marines? I don't see how they're good, especially in Rhinos.
They were good sacrifices for Khorne.
They were good sacrifices. Yeah, no, I don't know what to do for my troops in this edition.
And they make really cool arrow formations.
They make really cool arrow formations. But like putting like a 5-man squad in a building is okay, I guess, with a last cannon, kind of.
Yeah.
Ugh, I guess
it'd be nice if like take a 10-man squad on a Rhino, maybe stick 5 of them in their combat squad and leave the other 5 in the backfield objective.
Yeah.
I don't play Marines.
No, I don't. I haven't yet. So in the last edition, they were great because I just sat them in Rhinos, grav cannon out the top, and you just gunned people down. Phenomenal. Even if it wasn't a grav cannon, a last cannon, missile launcher, flamer, just flame people out of the top. I have yet to figure out what to do with my tactical squads yet, and that was what did a lot of work last edition. So I need to figure that out. What about the Terminator squad?
Terminators were your big. My Land Raider and Berserkers and Karn was my scary threat for you, and your Terminators petrified me. And
cool.
You had the potential to do a lot of damage, and those lightning claws just didn't want to take that last wound off of that rhino.
No.
That was.
I think I need to keep them. I really like them in this specific game. They didn't do much, but you basically worked the board in such a way so that they would assault something and then you'd assault and kill them, and then that was what you had to do.
Yeah. I initially wanted to try to like charge you first, but when I saw that you kept falling back, it wasn't going to work. I was going to have to try to set up a counter assault. Karn and the Exalted Champion Berserkers. Power Fist is a good counter assault unit.
Do you think the one squad of Berserkers would have done it?
I think they would have.
Just one squad without.
Well, when you think, would it won me the game? Well, I didn't win regardless, but the one squad after that first assault sat there, and they sat on that objective, and the one other Berserker squad did all the work. Yeah. So one Berserker squad chewed through your Tacticals and your Devastators, and Karn.
But I don't know if they would have done it without the Champion and Karn.
Without the Berserkers against the Terminators, without the Champion, probably not.
Okay, all right. So I think the Terminators.
I think it maybe eventually.
Yeah. I think eventually
because I think we killed them on the first activation. When it was just the two left. I think the same amount of turns would have gone by, but you might have had more Terminators left over to have killed that Rhino. Going back, but the Berserkers would have done it.
Okay.
I think it would have done it the same amount of turns that they were tied up. It's just they did it sooner because of that. And with the two activations, two squads with one squad with two activations, and then Karn getting two activations.
What do you think about the Dreadnought that I had?
I like Dreadnoughts.
If
I had them painted, I would have used them in this list.
I think it's 7 power for a Dreadnought, and like I think for maybe 8.
I don't know off the top of my head.
But for like 8 or 7 power, like I think they're actually like just because like, and he maybe I just rolled well, but he was next to the captain, so I was rerolling ones.
Nope. I have 3 Hellbrutes equipped the same way with last cannon missile launchers.
I like them.
And Hellbrutes and Dreadnoughts don't degrade, so you're always going to be shooting them that 3 up.
But only 8 wounds, which sucks because I think you hit him with a last cannon on the first turn and knocked 5 wounds off first, and like oh god, he's over half dead, and like at least he didn't degrade. But
yeah, the degrading profiles definitely hurt. But with Dreadnought, I like Dreadnoughts. I like Dreadnoughts and Hellbrutes.
I do too.
They're cool and they're good. They're as good as they should be. I think.
I think the Contemptor's 8 and the Dreadnought might be 7. Anyways, would you ever switch one out for another, or was it good to have one of each? Because the
your Contemptor didn't get a chance to perform.
Yeah, I agree.
The Demon Prince kind of hurt him early on to the point where he could have still done. I mean, hitting on 4 still isn't that difficult, but he just didn't roll. It was hard to tell. He underperformed for sure. He was a threat that I felt I needed to deal with, especially with the multi-mult and my Land Raider needing to go that way.
He was a threat, and we're doing a straight 3 damage. I just needed a little bit of luck. I think I could have killed your Land Raider with him in close combat, and then your Land Raider lived like another 2 turns.
Was that when I rolled the double 6 for the save?
No, I think that was later. That was later, but like I think he just rolled poorly to hit and then rolled poorly to wound. I think he made 1 save and then done. So, anyways, cool. Thanks for the game.